What up? What's good, people? Y'all already know this is going downhill. I ain't even said who the hell I am. And I'm already drinking a drink. Child, this is L Teddy 27. And child, y'all, this is going to be my review for Chasing Dallas Season 2, Episode 9. Now listen. Now listen. Now listen. Oh, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying so very hard to make it through the end of this season, but they don't make it easy for me. This is gonna come out harsh. I'm telling y'all that now. This is not gonna be, for the faint of heart. But y'all, here goes nothing. So we start off with more of this meetup, or whatever they had with Ricci and Arielle and Kane. Now let me start off with apologies to Arielle, because the way they edited last episode and what Arielle said, I kind of was looking at Arielle sideways, and I think I said in my review, because the way they edited the conversation, it made it seem like Arielle left the thing at Aw Shucks with Dior and was on Dior's side, but then met up with Ricci and King Kane and was, trying to vibe with what King Kane and Ricci was saying and not really sticking up for Dior. And so I did kind of see in this episode, the way they edited it, Arielle was sticking up for Dior, who's her brother and stuff like that. So I got to apologize to Arielle for that. But, that's how editing goes. So you need to blame production for that, because the way they edited it that last episode, it made it seem like you was, child. Anyway, that's about the nicest thing that's about to happen this whole review. So then, okay, and one more good thing. Let me get all the good stuff out of the way. They told the story of this trans woman by the name of Chyna Gibson, who was murdered in New Orleans. And, they put her picture up, and I was glad that they did that. And they told part of her story. She wasn't doing anything. She was just there shopping and trying to, live her best life. And she was unfortunately murdered. And I'm glad that they are putting these issues out there. And Arielle said that that was one of the reasons why she didn't want to go. Arielle. Now, Arielle girl, I just apologized and I was nice to you. And while I might believe that that might be a little bit, that's not why you don't want to go. And then you're going to say you feel safer in Dallas. Well, this is the same Dallas that killed one of your best friends for being trans as well. You don't want to go because you're aligned with Dior and that's your brother. And I don't blame you, girl. I don't blame you. I would not go either. If y'all up here fighting with my dogs, I ain't going either. My dogs ain't going. I ain't going. To be, in close proximity with you people, you should have just said what it was. But I understand you got to do what you got to do while you in front of the EP and stuff like that. But child, we all know the real reason you ain't going. It ain't got nothing to do with no Chyna Gibson and nothing to do with you being scared. Child. Anyway. Then they went on this whole back and forward, all of this gossiping about Antonio and George and George's roommate or best friend, or and this other person, and and Rick, Joe, Bob, Don, Dave, John, Jacob, Jingleheimer, Schmidt. I mean, everybody in the world. We went round and round, people suing people, pressing charges, all this stuff. I didn't even understand what was going on. They just, it looks like, just change the name of this show. It's not Chasing Dallas, it's Chasing Mess. That's what it is. We're chasing mess, fucktitude, just mess, fuckery, fucktitude, and fucktatiousness. That is what we're chasing. Chasing mess, fucktitude, fuckery, and fucktatiousness. That's what the fuck we're chasing. Because we're not chasing the bag. We're not chasing Dallas. We're not chasing any damn thing. I don't even know. I was trying. But I think at some point, Like, my anger got the best of me, and I forgot. I couldn't even focus on what they were saying. I don't know. Some about they had text messages between Antonio and Ricci. I don't know, child. Quiet as it's kept. I don't even understand how the Ricci and Antonio friendship went south. I'm telling you what happened. Here's my theory. My conspiracy theory is that Ricci and Antonio bumped pussies one good time and had a romp in the hay, and it didn't go so well after that. And so now they just mad at each other, forever. I don't know. But just, I still don't understand why they got all this beef, all this smoke for each other, this back and forth. And whatever. It's just a whole mess. Just a mess. Imani Van Zap came up, and she got it wrong this week. Now, this is the first week I'm like, Imani, that whole thing, you could have kept that, Imani. You got mad. See, Imani, you do better just ignoring what the people say and doing what you do. If the people don't see it for you and don't like it, tell them that's your business, girl. I'll be here next week. You should have just ignored them and kept on with the keeping on. Because what you put up there this week, Imani, I didn't really care for that. You could have saved that. You got it all wrong this week. Don't do that no more. I like you, Imani. Don't do that no more, boo. So, what else they talked about? I mean, it was just so little and so much. Child, so, King Kane, we see him real quick working with some gay rappers. Now, if I'm not mistaken, because I wasn't going to watch this episode a second time, I will not do that to myself and force myself to rewatch this episode again. No, ma'am. No, God. Oh, no. But now, y'all correct me in the comment section. Did they really say their name? The name for this gay rap group was the Fagadelics. I just want to make sure that I heard that correctly. Do we really need to go down and parcel out everything that's wrong with the gay rap group calling themselves the Fagadelics? Like, are we really going to do... Is that really what we're doing in this last and evil day? I mean, we got all kinds... Listen, we got the damn near apocalypse going on right now with coronavirus. I mean, we're in what was that movie? World War Z going on. People being quarantined in this last and evil day. The year of our Lord 2020. But we got these girls over here calling themselves, and I quote, the Fagadelics. I suspect there's going to be a black girl group in a I could, if you're gonna do that, I see a black girl rap group naming themselves like the three chicks on Love and Hip Hop Miami, Hood Brat Camellia and Sukiana. They should form a group and call themselves nigger bitches. Like, you see how that doesn't make sense if they call themselves nigger bitches as a group, but y'all calling yourselves the Fagadelics. I don't understand. Dallas. If this is what y'all are gonna parade in front of us, okay? Oh, Jesus. Well, I almost said something that would have really been insensitive, so I'm not gonna say it. But oh, Ricci, you let this see the light. Ricci, you're the EP. You and Dario are EPs on this show. Y'all do all of the editing. You all decide what gets cut and what doesn't get cut, what sees the light of day. And you people thought that in this world, on a show that is promoting the LGBTQ plus community, that it was a good idea for you to unsheath, for all of America to see across the fruited plains from sea to motherfucking shiny sea. From sea to shining sea. a gay rap group named the Fagadelics, because that's what we're doing today. I can't, y'all. I just can't. I just can't. Moving on. Trey Womack unveiled his new wig. His Eric Killmonger wig. Child. Oh, God. He was there with some dude that's supposedly straight. I don't even know what this conversation was about. I don't know why dude was talking to him about the fight. I don't care. At this point, the fight happened. It's over with. We talked about it ad nauseum. I don't want to hear no more about the fight. We already see that production is not going to hold Trey Womack accountable. Trey Womack, I don't know what is going on, but to me, you know, obviously the Chasing Reality brand has attached itself to him. I really don't understand. He doesn't even have a storyline in this entire season, except for the fight. And so I guess that's his claim to fame on this show, because I don't know what he's chasing, because he was talking about how he does tattoos, but then ceremoniously after that proceeded to tell us, well, I really don't do tattoos. I really just do piercings. So you really just admitted that Dior was right by saying that nobody has ever seen you do a tattoo, because you don't do tattoos. You really do piercings. Let's just be honest. And obviously, you don't even do that well, because the piercing apparently that you did for Markel caused his whole face to get infected. Bitch, what is going on with your life? You have a failed and struggled existence right now, Trey Womack. A failed and struggled existence, boom. Your tattoo career is not going off, because there is none. This piercing career. You want to do piercings for a living? Do we need to remind you how you caused somebody to get a body infection, a skin infection from one of the piercings you did? You even told us on the show that even the clients you had are pulling out and said, because you said, well, one of them said, I don't know if I want to, if I'm going to show up. I don't blame them. Your wigs are a failure, because if you're going to put a wig on, at least put it on when you know if you're going to get in a fight, because you knew you was going to that party to fight. At least make sure you had a super glue on that bitch, so when they snatch, it don't come off. I mean, child, you gotta feel the struggle, like the struggle it was probably to put that tight ass white shirt you had on in this scene. Now, Trey Howard said it, and I'm gonna say it again. Bitch, you look stuffed. Bitch, you look stuffed in that tight ass white shirt. I'm just saying. Moving on from Trey Womack and his level brand of fuckery. Oh God. Ricci then goes with George to do some radio show interview or whatever. So Ricci, my love, my doll baby. Now you went on here promoting the fact that you're writing this book and you are this famed stylist. If I feel like doing editing tonight, I'm going to give you all 2 examples as to why that is unbelievable. Your career as a stylist, it has to be as great as Trey Womack's career as a fucking tattoo artist. And here are 2 examples as to why I cannot take you credibly serious in terms of being a stylist. This look right here and this look right here. Remember this look right here from episode 1, season 2? Where he had that hole in the middle of his belly, looking like it was a tube of toothpaste and you was trying to squeeze the toothpaste out of the tube. Or this ensemble right here with this whole floral arrangement with them shades and your stomach all out. Boom. It's a no here and it's a no here. It's a no for me, dog. But you want me to believe with you wearing the likes of these 2 outfits that you're a stylist. For anybody sighted. You're a stylist for a sighted person. A person who can see. Because I see this and this and want no parts of it. Y'all are chasing dreams for real. Y'all are really chasing dreams on this show. Y'all are chasing mess, fucktitude, fuckery, and fucktatiousness. I told y'all, because I just don't understand, honey. Y'all make it make sense. Ricci admits that he's in love with Trey Womack or whatever. I don't know. I mean, we already knew that. I told you can go back and watch my review for episode 3, and I told y'all he was in love with Trey Womack because Trey Womack did not have a storyline at that point. And the only reason for him to be on the show is if you're banging the executive producer or the executive producer likes you. But that's a whole different story. Y'all can go back and look at my review for episode 3 where I told y'all that way back when. Anyway. I mean, if you're into chubs or bears and that's your thing, I mean, shouts out to you because there's a whole market for people into chubs and bears. That's just not my zhuzh. That's not my deal. And the horrible mental pictures that I just got in my head of Ricci and Trey Womack having sex will haunt me for the rest of eternity. And I'm moving on. Anyway, the only good part of this scene with George and Ricci was both of them had on some sickening hats. Oh, bitch. I love that red hat Ricci had on. I love that yellow hat that George had on. But let me help you understand something, George. If I remember correctly, you wore that same yellow hat in episode 1. Baby, you got to change it up a little bit. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, George had that same yellow hat on in episode 1. Y'all go back and check me and let me know if I'm wrong. That was the whole episode, y'all. I'm done with this mess. I don't know if y'all gonna see me next week. If you see me, look for me. If you don't see me, then don't look for me. Because I don't know how much more of this I could stomach. I'm just saying. Shouts out to all my fellow reviewers. Really BTV, Every Reviews, giving you the real tea, the Cat's Meow, Mr. I'm Still Standing, Scotty, the Ghetto View, Rodney the Voice, all my fellow reviewers who review this show. Shouts out to y'all. Love on y'all. Shouts out to you if you're watching. That's all I got. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.